And we've had enough snowfall here in the last half an hour to re-blanket the roadways, and so it still is slick outside this morning. You'll want to be careful as you take to the roadways. Also, the sidewalks very slick this morning as well. 18 degrees here at WB2. We've got 20 at the airport. North wind 17 miles an hour. The barometer is on the rise. We'll continue with this light snow through mid-morning. Out on the extreme eastern plains, still some winter weather. It, in fact, is snowing much harder and gusty winds on the extreme eastern plains. Sedgwick and Phillips County still under a winter storm warning. Snow and blowing snow advisories are in effect for much of the northeastern plains, and our pinpoint forecast showing us it'll be early afternoon before the snow really stops for northeastern Colorado. Even at that, we'll continue with some light flurries in the foothills, and the northern mountains continue with 1 to 4 inches of accumulation possible throughout the afternoon hours. That's a look at weather. Now traffic. Robin Commons is following this snowy commute, and I can see from right here folks are slowing down along I-25. 20 degrees right now at DIA. North wind 17 miles an hour, and the barometer is on the rise. Let's take a look at the watches and warnings that are still in effect. Now, out on the extreme eastern plains, Sedgwick and Phillips County, they're the two northeastern counties right as you get to the border of Colorado, under a winter storm warning still. Also pushing into parts of central Nebraska, winter storm warning posted there as well, as we expect conditions to worsen as we get throughout the afternoon hours. The extreme eastern plains, light snow is expected there. We'll continue with the northern mountains seeing snow and blowing snow, and these areas in purple, snow is tapering off, but blowing snow could be a problem throughout much of the day. Teens and 20s right now. Factor in the wind chill. We're below zero out on the eastern plains and feels like single digits for the front range. It is a very cold start to the day, and we'll continue with this cold air as it pulls across the state. Our storm system starting to pull eastward at this time, really going to affect the central plains throughout much of the day today. Here's a look at the big picture. This area of low pressure continuing to circulate, bringing snow showers for the central plains and starting to wrap up for northeastern Colorado. Higher elevations could see additional accumulations of 1 to 4 inches, and that's primarily for the northern mountains. Today, temperatures in the 20s for us all across the Intermountain West. Cool numbers. Central Plains, Omaha 50, 60 in Kansas City, but our storm is headed in their direction, and by tomorrow they'll cut those numbers in half. We'll continue with the mid-20s here in Colorado. Our pinpoint forecast, the cold air remaining, snow showers starting to wrap up and decrease, but a cold storm up to the north of us will continue to produce heavy snow showers throughout Monday and even into Tuesday afternoon, really. Highs across the state today. We'll go with 29 here in Denver, 30s for the northeastern corner and the western slope, 40s for the southeastern plains. That's weather. Now traffic. Here's Robin Commons with a look at the drive. We've got a few flurries flying, but I tell you, you don't even notice the snow when it comes to these numbers. We're in the single digits when you read the actual thermometer. Factor in the winds, and we're dipping below zero this morning. Here are the numbers officially. We'll start with the tech center. We've got 9 degrees right now. East winds 7 miles an hour out at the airport. They've got 7 degrees, 87% humidity, and the barometer holding steady. Yes, light snow will continue throughout the morning hours. Expecting accumulations less than an inch. Areas that you'll want to watch for. The planning forecast, by the way, we get into the teens by the 9 o'clock hour. We'll hold those steady through the noon hour, and 22 is our forecast high in Denver. As I said, light snow continuing. Basically, Longmont to Fort Lupton, that line right there could see some additional snowfall this morning. About a 1/4 inch in Douglas and western Elbert counties through the morning hours. Less than an inch, though, as we continue for northeastern Colorado. Higher elevations, the northern and central mountains could pick up another 2 to 4, adding to the totals. Some areas of the northern mountains getting up to 2 feet of snow in the last 24 hours, actually last 48 hours. Robin Commons has a look at this Tuesday morning drive for you. I know that it's cold out there, but the roads are definitely going to be slick in some spots as folks start out. Weather and traffic on the 2s every 10 minutes. Good morning out there. Amy Freeze here. We've got a live picture looking into the foothills, the upper elevations, the mountains looking gorgeous. A winter wonderland up there. They're going to get the lifts going. We've had almost 2 feet of snow in some places in the last couple of days with these great winter storms that we've had moving through. Here in the city, the snow is starting to taper off, but temperatures are in the single digits, and it is a frigid start to the day. Just 1 degree at Denver International Airport. Single digits for Fort Collins and Lyman. Teens down to the southeastern plains. Very cold in higher elevations. Warm warmest place over on the western slope. Factoring in the winds this morning, a lot of people wondering about wind chill. What we do is measure the winds up against the actual temperatures. Puts us at 18 below out in Akron. That's what it feels like for most people. Now, your metabolism, your physical activity will all factor into wind chill, but it's basically a measure of heat loss and what it's going to feel like when you go outdoors. Satellite and radar showing most of our snow pushing off down to the southeastern plains. Still some potential to see snow around the Monument Ridge area, Jefferson and Douglas County. Of course, you get some of that northerly flow up against the ridge and creates the condensation and the chance for some more light flurries to continue. Also, we've seen from Longmont out to Fort Lupton the continued light snowfall through the morning hours should taper off about 10 o'clock this morning. In behind this system, we should get a little bit of drying as we head towards the weekend, but a very cold dome of air over the Intermountain West. Salt Lake City just 24 degrees right now. We are at the 0 mark here in Denver. Single digits expected through much of the morning. Going to try to get into the teens and then the low 20s before all is said and done. We're going to have a cold next couple of days. Our storm system was pushed out to the central plains. Hey, a tornado yesterday in Tennessee. Pretty serious weather as this pushes through the southeastern plains. Also in the upper Midwest, Minnesota, they woke up to 5 inches of snow in Minneapolis, and outside of the city about a foot of snow. So they're dealing with their own winter weather there. Our pinpoint forecast allowing that cold air to sink through the central plains, and the cold front will continue to push out to the southeast. Now, today in Florida, temperatures in the 60s and 70s. All it will do is bring their numbers down just a few degrees over the next couple of days, but looking pretty good when you've got a number like 75 in Raleigh. That's awesome. 62 in D.C. We'll take the 40s and 50s through the upper Midwest today, and more snow expected across the Great Lakes region. We stay in the cold number range, just 30 degrees tomorrow, so we're below freezing, and that will continue until we get to the weekend. Our numbers will start to warm up. Low 20s for the northeastern plains today. Our pinpoint forecast showing continued snow in the higher elevations with teens and 20s for afternoon highs. Also, a warning to you, those traveling along I-25 south, possibility of some light snow showers there as well. Denver's forecast in detail, 22 for the high. Light snow possible on and off throughout the morning hours. We'll see some clearing late. Overnight low 6 degrees. It is going to be a cold one. Tomorrow we warm up about 8 degrees. By Thursday and Friday, the big heat wave. We'll see numbers in the 40s and the chance for more snow heading into the weekend. That's weather. Now traffic. Here's Robin Commons with a look at this slick Tuesday commute. 3 degrees out at the airport right now, 8 at the tech center. West winds 10 miles an hour. The barometer is on the rise with 87% humidity. Little time on the almanac page. 21 yesterday, 47 is the normal for this time of year, and 72 is our record set back in the early 1900s. All right, here we go to business. Live picture looking over the valley. Blue skies to start the day. Doesn't look too bad out there until the numbers come up. 3 degrees out at the airport right now, 8 at the tech center. West winds 10 miles an hour. The barometer is on the rise with 87% humidity. Little time on the almanac page. 21 yesterday, 47 is the normal for this time of year, and 72 is our record set back in the early 1900s. Those were the days, weren't they? Single digits is how we start out. Factor in the wind chills. We're below 0 out in Akron, 16 below, 12 below. That's what it feels like here in Denver. We'll get some clearing skies. The sun comes in, make it feel a little bit better around here when that sun comes out, but it doesn't do a whole lot for our afternoon highs. We make it into the low 30s at best. Satellite and radar showing our system exiting the state, drying out in the atmosphere. Another system brewing for central Texas, and I shouldn't even say another one. It's actually leftovers from ours. That cold front is pushed into the central plains and extends all the way into central Texas, where they're seeing temperatures very cold this morning and 4 to 5 inches of snow, where they typically don't see snow all year long. And this is the big mess that it is right now. This cold front extends all the way into the upper Midwest and through the Tennessee and Mississippi River valleys, creating a lot of moisture for them, which they need this time of year, but can be a little messy when we get into those winter weather modes. Here's a look at numbers statewide, and then we'll go to traffic. Our pinpoint forecast shows we are in between systems. Today, 32 degrees is what we're expecting. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer with 45. Now, Robin Commons has been busy all morning long. He's got a check of the drive for us. Hopefully, things will start to lighten up here in the 8 o'clock.